What up, y'all? It's your host with the most that stay fly from coast to coast, the host of the Two Fly Podcast. And I had a lot of people coming my way asking me, Tommy, how did you get your podcast out to the world like that? You know, your podcast is featured on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Podcaster, the list goes on and on. And people want to know, how did I get out there like that with my podcast show? Well, here's the answer, people. Buzzsprout. Buzzsprout is where you need to go for all your hosting podcast needs. It's your whole site to get all your shows out there to the world like I get my shows out to the world. Buzzsprout is definitely the way to go, people. They're here for you. They're here for me. There's a link in the description below. You get a discount and all, man. So what you waiting on? Why you still listening to me? Go start your own podcast and make sure to show love back to your boy Tommy. Hold up.
Rapid fire entertainment.
If you think every producer makes beats, then you already misunderstanding how music actually gets made. We're gonna talk about it. You are now tuned in to the Two Fly Podcast with your host, Tommy Two Fly. Fueling independent creativity and broadcasting without boundaries. Yeah. Yo. Welcome to all. Welcome back to season 2 of the Two Fly Podcast. I appreciate all my listeners out there who've been downloading your boy and spreading the joy. It's your host with the most that stay fly from coast to coast. Yeah, we back in it. And this topic that I'm here to discuss today is producers versus beat makers. See, a lot of y'all got it twisted out there, man. A lot of y'all don't know the difference. You know what I mean? So today's episode, we gonna do a breakdown of the difference between beat makers and producers. It's definitely a difference there. A lot of y'all think a producer is the main thing. So when you say you're looking for a producer, you automatically think, hey, a producer make beats. But in reality, it don't go like that, you know? But don't worry, your boy Two Fly got you guys, you know what I'm saying? This episode of the Two Fly Podcast, we're going to do a whole breakdown of the difference between a producer and a beat maker. Get it straight, y'all. A beat maker. What's the purpose of a beat maker? Create instrumentals. That's all a beat maker pretty much does, you know what I mean? And then you got a producer. What does a producer do? Oversees the full recording of the project. And then, you know, you run into someone that may do both. You know, they do the producer role and they make beats. Those are gems. When you find a producer like that, those are gems. They be asking, why does it matter? What's the difference? Why does it matter? Well, it's like this, man. Not knowing the difference can lead to a bad collaboration of creating a song. It's wasted potential. It can lead to a lack of direction in the song. So not knowing these things can kind of hurt you making your music. Not knowing the difference can cause a lot of confusion on the song itself. So, like say, you know, if you come across someone and you say, I'm looking for a producer, and they say, I make beats, technically, what he's telling you is, I make beats, I'm not a producer. I produce beats, but I'm not a producer, you know? And knowing the difference, man, it can mean a lot to recording, a studio session. So let's say if you really look at it and you get someone to make you a beat, you know, you listen to the beat, you figure if you like it or not, you figure like, hey, this beat hitting right here. I want this beat. And you pay for that beat, you lease that beat, you purchase that beat, and it's a done deal. Now it's just you and the beat that you leased or purchased. You write your lyrics, your words, you go in the studio and you record it. And end of the day, you just made a song, you just leased the beat. No producer involved. Now, technically, if you look at it from my point of view, you become the producer. If you're that artist, you're writing that lyrics, and you're coming up with topics, and you're coming up with a direction on how you want the song to go, you got your hook, you know what you want to do, you see the visuals in your head, then you become the producer of that song itself. But let's just say, you just a rapper, and you like to spit fire bars. You just want a fire track so you can spit lyrics on. That's perfectly fine. But now, let's switch the situation around. Let's say you ask this guy, he says, "Oh girl," and you ask him the same question. Do you make beats? Are you a producer? And they respond with, "Yes, I'm a producer." And then they might ask you something like, what genre of music you in? What's your style? Do you have anything already recorded? Let me hear you. Let me hear how you sound. What you like to rap about? They want to know all of that. You want to know why they want to know all of that? Because they want to lead the track. They want to know where you're strong at and where you're weak at. That's a producer, ladies and gentlemen. That's a producer. That's someone that can get in the studio with you and guide you. You know what I'm saying? To make sure you stay on point with your lyrics. Make sure you stay on point with your song. Make sure you're making a hit the proper way. And producers can bring the best out of you. So you definitely have producers in the game that don't actually make beats. And if you think I'm lying about this, I'm gonna use Puff Daddy as an example. Puff does come through. He might add some drums or something to it, bass line, something simple. But honestly, Puff gets a team to make the beats. He has beat makers. They go in the studio, he sits there and he directs them like a chorus director. Like, boom, I want my drums to hit like this. I like that sample. I want you to speed it up. Things like that. Then he hears, for example, Biggie, R.I.P. to Biggie. He hears Biggie. He knows Biggie's gonna come a certain way on this beat. And Biggie was so raw and uncut and just rough with it. He was like, how can I sell Biggie to the masses? How can I make people like Biggie other than the gangsters? What Puff does? He goes and samples. He goes to get beat makers to sample Juicy. Now, Biggie still can come across rugged and raw, but his style matches that beat so effortlessly. Effortlessly. Can't even get the word. But his flow matches that beat so gorgeously that you get caught up in the moment. You know what I mean? And you don't see Biggie as this rough, rugged, raw gangster from the block, thug from the block. Nope, you see Biggie as a lyrical genius. You feel his pain. You start visualizing what he's saying on the song. So it's like he's bringing you into his work. And who orchestrated all of that? Puff. Puff is a producer, not a beat maker. So I'm hoping y'all see what I'm getting at. And I know using Puff is a bad thing to say right now because his situation. But regardless of the fact is, that's how Puff approaches being a producer. That's what made Puff Puff Daddy. If y'all really want to, follow what I'm saying. That's the role of producer, ladies and gentlemen. If you want another example, 50 Cent. Believe it or not, 50 Cent. If you look at Lloyd Banks' album when he first came out, 50 Cent is the executive producer. the executive producer can mean some other things too, saying like financially backed it and stuff like that. But I honestly think 50, when Lloyd Banks was doing his project, I'm pretty sure he had input to guide Lloyd in a certain type of way. Like, I like the song, but let's do the hook this way. This is good, but we need to make more music leading towards more of a women. Towards women. Things of that nature. That's a producer's job, ladies and gentlemen. And the producer kind of, goes along with you to put you in the driver's seat, to put you in a better position. Like I say, to bring out your strength as an artist. That's what you hire a producer for. Now, in rare cases, you got some that make beats and a producer. And the best way I can say this one is definitely Kanye West. Kanye West is both. Kanye West is crazy, and Kanye is also a genius. But yes, Kanye will be a prime example of someone who can do both. Some artists just want a soulful beat. Kanye can provide that for you, and some artists won't. And like the artists he's in love with that he saw coming up in the game, like Jay-Z and Nas and Game, when Kanye approaches them in a way of like, hey, I was thinking about you type of thing. So he has a whole beat, a whole image in his mind already, how he want this person particularly to flow over this beat, or he made this beat to fit the flow, the pocket of someone. You know what I mean? Like Kanye, what's the joint he did for Jay-Z? Do you want more? Boy, with the Brooklyn boy. One more time, I need y'all to roll. What the hell are you waiting for? That song, Kanye created all of that. All Jay-Z had to do was come in and lay his verse. That was it. Kanye had it all set up for him. Jay come in, doing what Jay does. Ove smokes the song. It's over. Picture that now without Kanye. That might not happen. That song might not be created because of Kanye and his skills to make beats and produce. That's what happens. So when I hear artists, like when I approach certain artists, and this comes to me for personally, when I approach certain artists and I tell them like, hey, I'm a producer, I want to work with you. First thing they say is, oh, you know how to make beats? And I tell them, no, I don't make beats. And I'm not a beat maker. I was not blessed for that, ladies and gentlemen. But one thing I am blessed for, I have an ear. And if you can flow a certain way, and you got a certain voice, a certain tone, a certain way you deliver your words, I can hear that. And I can literally match you with a beat that matches you. Now, I don't make the beat, but I can go look for that beat that can find, that says, hey, this is a match made in heaven right here. I need you to spit this over this. Or I need you to come across like this over this song. And then sometimes I might pull a Kanye, go in and just have the hook ready to go. And I just want you to jump on it because everything is set up for you. So I just need you to go and kill it because I know your style will fit this beat. I see you. You know what I'm saying? I see your talent. I see your skills. And that's just me. So this is the reason why I'm opening the season with this topic. Because I get a lot of feedback from other artists. When you say, I'm a producer, they automatically say, oh, you make beats. No, I don't. I'm not a beat maker. I know beat makers. And matter of fact, if I could hear some of the stuff, the beat makers that I met, that I know, if I hear some of their stuff, and I would listen to a whole tape just full of beats. I would sit there and listen. So then when I do come across talent and I hear that voice to that beat that I know from a beat maker, I make a connection. Like, hey, let me get this beat. I got this artist. I want to see the collaboration on this song. And I think it can be a hit. Now I'm hollering at the beat maker, making that happen. Then I'm coming back to you. Like, look, bam, I want you to rap off this. I want you to sing off this. This right here, it's gonna fit your style. It's in your avenue. Or it's gonna get you out of that box that you've been in. Either one works. But that's a producer, ladies and gentlemen. That's the work a producer does. And I hope this is giving y'all an insight between the beat maker and the producer. So next time, I want y'all guys to ask yourself this, you know what I'm saying? When you get ready to go back into the studio, when you start working on a new project, when you start just wanting to get into the music industry and make music, you need to ask yourself this: do I need a beat or do I need a producer? You gotta switch your mindset. It's how you approach your production. Cause you can walk in blindfold and you learn the best that way, honestly. That's how I learn. So let's talk about my journey here in a little bit. What happened to me, like my whole creative process of me gaining this producer mindset. Started out young rapping, man. I always saw myself just climbing, and I always been a real creative dude. Like I always focus on creativity. Like, let me give y'all a quick example. When I first heard Wu-Tang and I found out that it was multiple members of Wu-Tang, I always envisioned myself being like another hidden member out of Wu-Tang. I wanted to be Wu-Tang South, but still lyrical like them, but with more of a southern twang to it. Wanted to create my own chamber. You know what I'm saying? If you know Wu language, you know what I mean by chamber. I wanted to have my own chamber. You know, I wanted the RZA beat, but at the same time, I wanted to have like a southern swing to it. That's just showing you guys my range of how I approach things or how I think about things. So when I'm working on a project or I'm about to work on a project, my approach is: do I need a producer or do I need a beat maker? And normally, I don't mind having a little of both, because I like to do my own thing, so I like to produce my own things. But I do, every now and then, I want someone with an outside ear that's gonna be showing me different things, that's gonna be telling me different things and leading me a different way. Something I'm not used to doing. Something that's gonna bring me out of my box. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get stuck and your music starts to kind of sound drowned or the same. That's when I look for something like a producer to help me out or work with me on another song or so. But normally when I get ready to do a project, like I say, I sit and listen to beats. Just listen to different beat makers, try to pick up on their personality. Because beat makers actually have style to what they do and how they make their beats. Like, I'm gonna give you an industry example. Like Kanye, he's known for soulful, sped up beats, right? And then Big Crit, which is one of my favorite rappers, he also makes his own beats. He has something similar to Kanye with more southern feel to it, more of a southern bass, Dirty South type feel, and I love it. So I'm just giving you an example of how I hear music or hear beats. And then I love West Coast funk sounding beats. Don't know why. I guess when I first started to listen to hip hop, it was of course it was the gangster music, the NWA, the Snoop Dogg's, the Dre. But I like that bounce, that funk, you know, that, and that's magic to me. So I always try to find a West Coast beat that fits me and my style of rapping. I always try to find that West Coast beat, but I don't want it to sound fully West Coast, if you mean it. I just want to be that Southern dude on a West Coast beat, rapping with an East Coast style. See what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it in my mind, and that's my producer mindset kicking in, and then actually trying to be the artist itself. So it doesn't work out all the time, but sometimes it does. And like I said, when I sit and listen to beats, I try to figure out the route that I want to go. Like, boom, can I produce this myself? And then once I get kind of like a core set of beats and a kind of a couple of topics that I want to try to talk about in my music, once I get that straight, then I start looking for producers myself. Because now I kind of got the core of what I'm trying to do, but now I need something different. Like, I got the core of me. Like, you might see 4 or 5 songs that sounds just like the way I want it, just the way I want to do it, just the way I want to produce it, just the way I want it to sound, just in the direction I want it to go in. I'm going to have 4 to 5 of them ready to go, like ready. And then I'll go outside of that. Like, okay, I need to sound different for the rest of this project that I'm working on. I don't need this right here. The core that I got is pretty good. Now I need something that sounds West Coast. Now I need something that sounds like it came from Texas with the chopped screw. Now I need something for Florida that got the bass music and go up in the club and go crazy with it. High tang, you know what I'm saying? High powers type of stuff. Then I might need the strip club type thing. Like, that's when I step out and get it with a producer, because now they have to hear my style. And they have to match what I got going on. And then once they match up, they was like, okay, all right, let's do this now. Try it this way. And I'm open to that. So that's why I wanted to make this episode, so your guys can see the difference that I'm telling you. The difference between a beat maker and a producer. I hope this encourages you going forward to how to go about picking out the difference. Like, it makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. It makes sense to all my artists out there. Think about it, you know? And yet again, if you're just getting started in your career and you're trying to go somewhere with yours, I'm open to working with artists, because I definitely want to work with R&B. I'm not a singer, but I got visions. So I definitely want to work with some R&B artists, and of course rappers, but not someone who's already into their groove and know what they want to do. I'm just talking about newcomers, or someone that kind of just want me to come in and step in and do a song or two. Like, those the people I'm looking for. So you can definitely hit me up in the comment section. It's a way to contact me below in the description. You can hit your boy Tommy up if you're interested in that. If you want to work with your boy Tommy, I'm definitely open to that, okay? But like I said, man, it makes a lot of sense to know the difference between a beat maker and a producer. Now, I hope this leads you to more knowledge. And then I would like for you guys to try to go deeper. You know, if you think you'd probably be a better producer than an artist itself, go for it, you know? I found out myself that I like to be produced by people and I like to produce people. Like, I'm in the middle. Like, I want to do my own stuff, but sometimes I need someone to get me out of what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? Put me on a different track. Put me on a different road, so to speak. Like, I'm always driving up and down the same road. I need something different. Let's get off on the exit and go on another highway. You know, that type of thing. Okay, with that being said, beat maker versus producer, going down in the Two Fly podcast. Of course, for y'all who don't know, recently I put out 2 albums. In 2025, Fly by Design Book 1, Fly by Design Book 2. And the reason I'm telling you this is not to plug it, but also plug it. No, I'm kidding. Definitely plug it. But if you guys listen to that album, you can hear me switching roles, so to speak, trying to do different things, trying to rap differently on things. That's because I was working with a couple of different people to help, produce me, and then as well as produce myself. So that's the lane that I end up going. So you guys get a chance. It's available on all the streaming platforms. Fly by Design Book 1, Fly by Design Book 2. And also I want to plug something new that I got coming. It's Fly by Design Cover Edition. Now, for you guys who don't know what a cover is, it's basically a song that is remade in a different style, different genre. Someone's actually just kind of remixing your song and giving it a different feel or putting it into a different genre. So I created Fly by Design Cover Edition, basically to kind of experiment with different sounds. If my song was a country song, how would it sound? Not saying I did that on the album, y'all. I didn't do country. But if my song was a pop song, how would it sound? Bam. What if my deep rap harmony song becomes an R&B song? What if I take another one of my songs and make it a blues song? That type of thing. So that will be releasing. And also, ladies and gentlemen, that is our song for today as well. I'm going to be sharing one of the songs off of that project. For anyone who don't know me, for the ones who do know me, I released the song back in 2024, I think it was. No, 2023, I'm sorry. No, 2024, I'm sorry, 2024. I released a song called Flowers. And Flowers was a song true to me, dedicated to all the people who had something to do in my life that helped me, survive, not stress out, that kept me going, that provided strength for me, that was there for me. And I wanted to show them love by giving them their flowers. Because, people don't last forever. Just like flowers are delicate, they don't last forever. So you try to give people their flowers while they can still smell them, while they still here. So I made a song called Flowers. I also made a video called Flowers. All of that is available on streaming, plus YouTube, the videos there. Shout out to Doreen for help directing this video. It's a glorious video. I'm walking through a flower garden, and what I'm also showing the graveyard side of things too. Now, a crazy thing with that song, a couple of people that I mentioned in that song has passed away, and it's crazy. Well, I'm happy that they got a chance to hear the song and just giving them a little hint of what they did for me, like thank you, and they really appreciate that one little sentiment. It wasn't like a whole big arc of saying, hey, you did this, you did that. It was just like a quick little shout out, like, yeah, I appreciate you did that for me. That was Flowers is all about. So to get to it, I did a cover song of that one. I kept it hip hop. I wanted to stay kind of with the rap part of it, but I switched it and I turned it into like a R&B hip hop song, kind of like something you would probably hear in the 90s. Let's say that. Let's say I changed eras on it. So what I want to do right now is play a little snippet of Flowers, the original. And then before we get out of the podcast, I'm going to hit y'all off with the cover song that's going to be coming out on Fly by Design cover art. Now, let's get into the snippet.
Rapid fire entertainment.
Flowers. Let me pause for a second, because if you're creating everything right now, music, podcast, content, then you already know how important presentation is. It's just not what you say, it's how it looks when people see it. That's actually why I use Canva when I'm putting together visuals for my podcast, branding ideas, or even mapping out creative concepts. It just makes the process way smoother. You don't gotta be a designer, you just gotta have a vision. So if you've been sitting on ideas and need a way to actually bring them to life visually, I'll drop a link in the description. You can go check it out for yourself. Canva is definitely the way to go. Holla back at your boy Tommy. Let's get back into it. Defined as the finest individual out of a number of people or things.
That's the
Have you gave someone their flowers today?
It's time to do it.
It's time. Don't waste time,
Give people
man.
their flowers while they're here, man.
Here today and gone tomorrow.
Sure.
Two flies.
One love to my homie Dash. I never got the chance to tell him how it felt before he passed. One love to Cloud9. He never stopped repping. He always kept his grind. Jay Schwab, my ride or die nigga. Always had my back. Always delivered bliss. Where would I be without you? Swearing for Lord, I wanted to be like you. A father to your kids.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what did you think? Did you enjoy the song Flowers? Yeah, it's my baby. It's my masterpiece. I love that song. Was thinking about doing a song called More Flowers, giving more people shout outs, giving more people love. Don't know if I'm still move forward with that. Don't know. Not sure of that one yet. But for anyone who wanted to know how did I create the cover song for Flowers? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say the evil word, the evil term that is driving the music industry crazy right now. AI. Yep, artificial intelligence. Dabbing in it, exploring with it. And I'm using it more as a tool, y'all. I'm not just going in there and just say, hey, make a song about me dancing. No. I go in and I do it just like in my producer mindset. I go in, I think about what I wanted to say, what the topic is, what I wanted to touch upon. I write the lyrics, I write the hook. I organize it where I want different instruments to come in, give me like a breakdown, a solo, like all of that. I literally become a damn super producer when it comes to that. And yes, I'm using Suno AI to create the cover song that you guys are going to hear before I get up out of here. But yeah, AI is a crazy thing. A lot of people, you got pros and cons to it. A lot of people is mad about it, arguing over it. And I guess you guys, I don't know if y'all guys want to hear my take from how I feel about AI music. Yeah, we gonna do that on the next episode of the podcast. So you make sure y'all tune in for episode 2 of season 2 of the Two Fly podcast, where we gonna talk about AI music and the reaction and the fallout and how I'm using AI music and how it's become a wonderful tool for me. Because remember, I told you guys, I'm not a beat maker, I'm a producer. But with Suno AI, I can literally create what I see in my head as far as being a beat. I can literally prompt it and create a beat that fits me. Or I can create a beat that fits me, go in and change it to make it sound different or sound like something else or add things onto it. So, but yeah, we're gonna get into that in the next show. I said too much already for the next show. But again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Two Fly podcast. I always appreciate you guys stopping by. Always appreciate y'all downloading the episodes. I know I got a little fan base out there, and your fan base means a whole lot to me. So I appreciate that. Please keep sharing, liking, doing whatever you gotta do, man. Hit your boy up in the comments. Again, this was a great start to season 2 for me already. I'm feeling the love. I'm definitely feeling the love. Again, if you guys are looking for someone to produce your music or help you out, maybe a song or two, holla back at me. I'm available, y'all. I'm available. Like I said, and of course, nothing in this world is done for free no more. But we can talk about that when you hit me up. Like I'm not a bad guy when it comes to things like that. I just want to see the best. I want to see the best come out of you, as far as an artist goes. I want to see you. Get it. I want to see you kill it. Matter of fact, if you do well, I'm throwing you on the podcast. We're gonna talk about it. But again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Back to the 2-5 podcast. Back to what I love to do. And we got more stuff coming for you. And like I said, our next episode, we're going to talk about the crazy world of AI music. Hope y'all ready for that topic. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to drop this song, Flowers, for y'all, the cover song. I don't know if y'all want to hear the full thing, but if y'all do want to hear the full thing, just hit me up. No. Don't hit me up. It's coming out on the album, the streaming album. We can hear the full thing. But what I'm going to do right now is just give y'all the first part all the way up to the book and maybe second verse for y'all to check out. So here goes Flowers. Here goes Flowers. Shout outs to all my peoples, man. I love y'all. I see y'all out on the next episode. Holla back at your boy Tom. One. Peace.
Flowers can be defined as the finest individual out of a number of people or things. Have you given someone their flowers today? It's time to do it. It's time. Don't waste time. Give people their flowers while they're here. While they're here today and gone tomorrow. For sure. Too fly. Yeah. One love to my homie Dash. I never got the chance to tell him how I felt before we passed. One love to Cloud9. He never stopped reppin', he always kept his grind. J Suave, my ride or die killer. Always had my back, always delivered bliss. Where would I be without you? Swear before Lord, I wanted to be like you. A father to your kids, in your music, going dolo. The best way to do it, such a positive influence, much love. Big Reg taught me the streets and not drugs. G showed me how to get love from the thugs. Tweet rock with me, he always been the plug. Brian Mance, honorable by all means. You don't even know what you did for my dream. Flowers, smelling while they're still here. One day because death can come near. Flowers, embrace the moment. We enjoy the fact that you own it. Flowers, special to you and me. I can't believe everything that you've done for me. Flowers, not built to last long. Put a smile on my face as we carry on. My homie Tone, too smart to lose. You a diamond in the rough. I love you, my dude. Mark can never pay you back because you had my back when no one had my back. My mother died and you was there for all of that. You the reason why I came back to rap. Dre Day, thanks for showing me the world.
Yo, hip-hop fans, are you ready for that real 90s style vibe with a fresh new twist? Introducing Tommy 2Fly, the indie artist bringing back raw bars, dope hooks, and storytelling that hits deep. A true hip-hop believer. Real music, real stories, straight from the heart. Y'all ready? Let's go. Whether you love that classic boom-bap flow or southern hip-hop soul, Tommy 2Fly delivers every time. His beats slap, his lyrics hit, and his energy is unmatched. The combination of the down-south accent with the up-north flow. Stream now on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and more. Follow Tommy 2Fly on all his social media. Don't wait till later. Tap in now and catch these bars. Tommy 2Fly, the future of hip-hop is here. It's a reason for him to be fly by design. 2Fly season is among us.